Hello, everyone. I'm back again with another great agent. This time I'm with Eric. He is out in Minnesota. So I wanted to ask him a few questions, but before I dive into that, I know we're going through some things, Eric, and you want to kind of share your experience with the people. So would you mind introducing yourself to the folks?
Yeah, Eric Eichhoff out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm an agent broker at Fulton Realty.
Awesome, Eric. And now how many agents do you have working on your team?
We're a small boutique firm, so there's 12 of us.
Awesome. Now, I appreciate you sharing some info with the people. And I wanted, like I said, we kind of were going through our numbers and what we've experienced so far, and you wanted to share that with the folks. So what has your experience been so far working with Constant Closings?
So we're just a little over a month in, but it's working. There's been a good handful of live transfers and real people that we've been talking to. So obviously there is a sales cycle in this business. So a handful of appointments with real people that are actually out there looking for homes.
What have you liked so far about the service, Eric?
I think the big thing is, just to help on the follow-up. So these are, if you think about the life cycle of a lead, from early on, like walking, jogging, running is a term that we use. These are people that oftentimes are walking or just getting into the jogging phase. So they're kind of early in the funnel, and help with follow-up and your ISAs, Mason, so your inside sales assistant, has been great on following up with these people. And even after you've connected them with us, the follow-up on your end, just that kind of all hands on deck approach is different from you than most other services similar to this that, I've worked with in the past decade.
I appreciate that, Eric. And actually, that's kind of the next thing I was going to dive into because, before we got started, you yourself and some of your teammates, like Nicole mentioned, they were involved in the upfront process, and you guys were talking about some of the concerns you had before in terms of working with other people. And I know a couple of those concerns were, one, will it actually work? Will there actually be appointments and live transfers generated? And then apart from that, a lot of it had to do with, like you said, the communication aspect of things, and like how often will we hear from you? And how much of a back and forth is this actually going to be? Or are we never going to hear from you once we get started? So when it comes to those two concerns, how do you feel now that we've had a little over a month's time to start working together?
One of the things that I can't believe is not only, did you help get connected with me early on and through all of the setup, but you've held my feet to the fire in a way that I really appreciate. We just got done talking through every single opportunity, which is pretty cool. So, you care about every single opportunity that comes through and, help us identify the issues and where we are falling short on our process and make suggestions to increase basically our success and our conversion. And, some basic things that we all inherently know, but we get so busy in this business that maybe we stop doing. And, you bringing that to the forefront and challenging myself is actually very appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about your success. Like I said, squeezing as much out of the sponge as possible. So it's accountability both ways, right? Like I need to hold up my end of the bargain, and we got to hold each other accountable to make sure we can squeeze as much out of the sponge. But in terms of that, the hands-off approach to how we run things and everything, being able to take the live transfers, the appointments, what is your take on those people who might be a little concerned about whether it sounds too good to be true?
You are running ads, through our account. So they're coming directly, you're synced up to, our Facebook account. So, it's hands off, but, you kind of have become a little bit of an extension of our business. And so from an outsider's point of view, it doesn't seem like just a third party that's generating opportunities for us. It seems like us generating opportunities for ourselves. So yes, it has been nice not having to worry about all the little details along the way and setting up the ads and testing them. Because at the end of the day, we get paid to talk as agents. And so that part is still very hands-on, and, you still have to be available to take some calls and set some appointments up. It is hands-on, but hands-on in the part of the business that we're all trained as agents and already skilled in, and the parts the business that we like. So
meeting face to face and meeting on the phone, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
All right. Awesome, Eric. Well, I appreciate you sharing your experience with other people. My one last question would be if somebody's on the fence about working with Constant Closings, maybe they've seen some of our content, they've already looked at a few other testimonials, or they've come across our website, but they're still on the fence about whether it would work for them. What would you say to some of those people that are on the fence?
I would jump in and give it a shot.
Awesome, Eric. I appreciate it. Like I said before, Eric is a great agent. He's doing a great job. Your team, Eric, yourself, Nicole, all of you guys, in terms of the communication on your side of things too, because it really is a two-way street. And the more I hear from you guys, the more we can dial in the process and make sure that it truly is working for you guys. So I appreciate that as well. I appreciate all the kind words. Thanks for sharing the information with all the folks. I appreciate your time, Eric. Thank you.
Yep. Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
If you're currently experiencing the challenges or concerns that this agent used to go through prior to partnering with us, and you want to achieve the same results that they talked about in this video, then feel free to click the link in the description below to find out a little more about our company and to potentially book a call to see if we would be a good fit for one another.